While hiking through the dense trails of the Gila National Forest, this person suddenly heard something chilling echo through the trees. With no visible figure captured on video, it's impossible to say for sure who or what was responsible for the eerie sounds. Was it a cryptid lurking in the shadows, or simply a wild animal? For now, the mystery remains unsolved. While hiking alone near the eerie abandoned mountain park amusement park in Holyoke, MA, a traveler snapped a spine-tingling photo. In the image, a ghostly white figure eerily resembling a woman seems to materialize from the shadows. With little known about the encounter, the photo's authenticity remains shrouded in mystery, sparking both fascination and fierce debate among those who've dared to look. Someone recently shared chilling security footage captured at their secluded mountain home, miles away from the nearest town. In the dead of night, a lone stranger can be seen wandering through their yard, clearly unprepared for the harsh, rugged terrain. With no neighbors for miles and no expected visitors, the homeowner was left deeply unsettled. How did this mysterious figure end up in such a remote place? And what were they doing there? One restless night, they wandered into the forest behind their home, snapping spooky staged photos near the porch, pretending to be a shadowy figure lurking among the trees. But when they posted the pictures, their friends spotted something chilling: a ghostly, wolf-like figure standing right beside them. They swore it hadn't been there when the photos were taken. When they mentioned it to the locals, they were met with hushed warnings about the sick people, eerie spirits, said to haunt the woods and mimic the shapes of animals. No matter how hard they tried to forget, the user couldn't shake the gnawing feeling that they had come face to face with something truly paranormal. While hiking deep through a remote forest, a man stumbled upon something chilling: a stone tunnel, its entrance blocked, and perched at the top was a mysterious figure in a white shirt staring into the darkness.
あ、こんにちは。
The area is notoriously hard to reach, leaving everyone wondering, who was this person? And why were they there? Locals warn against venturing near the spot, fueling the eerie aura surrounding the discovery. Not wanting to stick around, the cameraman quickly backed away and made a swift escape, leaving behind more questions than answers. Two friends returned to the woods to revisit a small fort they had built years ago. But almost immediately, something felt wrong. In the heart of nowhere, someone or something was watching them.
Look, you can see him. You see that guy right there in the middle of the screen? There's someone out here in the middle of these woods with us.
Pushing deeper into the forest, they made a chilling discovery: Their old fort had completely vanished, as if it had never existed.
Into this fort, it's gone. It's almost like it's almost like it was never even made, because there was a branch sitting here that was tied. I mean, it was tied. Where did that go? I mean, there must have had to been some insane water coming through here if that's gone, because here's my knife holder. My knife holder's still there. I put a slit in this log right here. That's my knife holder. I stood over here. They made it sit right there. No, I'm just kidding. It's obviously clear that someone took it. And if they took that and every single piece of log is gone, that means they're just being a jerk and they're purposely taking every single log. When I took like one log from here when I first started building this. I took one. I didn't take the whole thing. They took the entire fort. My God.
While they stood there, trying to make sense of it all, the presence returned. A heavy, suffocating feeling of being stalked settled over them. Without wasting another second, they turned and fled, haunted by the eerie events they'd just witnessed. While visiting Riverview in Virginia, a Reddit user snapped a photo that has left the internet both shocked and fascinated. In the image, a strange figure can be seen standing near the water, and speculation is running wild. Some think it's just a person or a trick of the light, but others are convinced it might be something far more mysterious, like a Sasquatch. The figure's odd shape and the remote location only deepen the mystery. When zoomed in, it looks distinctly non-human, leaving everyone to wonder, what did they capture? While camping in the scenic wilderness of Colorado, a couple captured several stunning photos and videos of the landscape. But when they later reviewed their pictures, they noticed something chilling, an unusual figure lurking in one of the shots, something they hadn't seen at the time. Baffled and a bit unnerved, they shared the image across various paranormal communities, hoping to uncover answers. What do you think they caught on camera? Take a look and share your thoughts. WickedWeb84 recently shared a chilling photo taken during a drive home with his son after a trip to Riverside, California. At first, the picture seems like an ordinary snapshot of his son sitting in the car. But upon closer inspection, a faint, blurry face of another child appears in the window, a detail that raises some eerie questions. While some suggest it could be a simple reflection or a photography glitch, others are convinced this unsettling face might be something far more paranormal. A Reddit user shared a spine-chilling video of cliff hiking in Interlaken, Switzerland, where daring hikers scale vertical rock faces by stepping onto metal hooks embedded in the rock, all while gripping the mountainside for support. This heart-pounding activity is not for the faint of heart, but for those brave enough to take the plunge. It offers some of the most stunning, jaw-dropping views you'll ever see. Would you be up for the challenge? A trail camera set up to capture wildlife ended up recording something truly chilling. The footage shows 3 deer grazing peacefully, when suddenly, something moves behind the trees. Strangely, one of the deer seems to notice the movement. The mysterious figure lurking just out of view has left viewers divided. Some think it could be a person or a cryptid, while others, including myself, lean toward a more unsettling explanation. Could it be something paranormal? The problem is, the footage is too grainy to offer a clear answer, leaving the true nature of the figure a haunting mystery. During a casual nighttime visit to Joshua Tree National Park last summer, Reddit user FD71 took a simple photo of a tree under the cover of darkness. At first, it seemed like an ordinary shot, but when they later examined the image, something unsettling caught their eye. Strange, eerie shapes or figures seemed to be lurking within the tree's branches. What could these mysterious forms be? During a backpacking trip at a campground in Cherokee, an individual snapped a photo of their campsite. Later, while reviewing the pictures from the adventure, they noticed something strange, a mysterious figure standing beside them. The person insists they have no memory of anyone passing by at that moment. With its odd appearance, the figure has sparked a heated debate. Is it just a person caught at the wrong angle? Perhaps an animal in motion? Or could it be something more paranormal? Followed, a group of 4 friends shared a chilling video on Reddit after visiting a graveyard, and what they captured has left viewers unsettled. As they drove away from the cemetery, a mysterious figure appeared on the side of the road. In the video, it's clear as day, but when they looked back in real life, there was nothing there. Just an empty patch of grass and a lonely telephone pole. The group said they were overcome with chills and an eerie feeling, convinced that something had followed them. To this day, they have no idea what the figure was or where it disappeared to. While hiking through Aokigahara, Japan's infamous suicide forest, a man stumbled across something truly chilling. Spray painted on a worn wooden structure was a haunting message. "Why don't you try to save me?" Already shrouded in a dark reputation as a place where many have gone to end their lives, this cryptic note added a new layer of eeriness to the atmosphere. It quickly caught fire on Reddit, sparking endless theories. Yet one question lingered above all others. Why was it written in English? Was it a genuine cry for help? Or something far more sinister? A staged message meant to unsettle anyone who found it? Either way, the thought is deeply disturbing. While exploring a frozen eerie church in the UK on Christmas night, a woman experienced one of the most unforgettable nights of her life. As she and her sister snapped photos, they heard the sound of frantic footsteps echoing through the darkness. Later, when they reviewed their pictures, they were stunned to spot a childlike figure sprinting past the graves. Shadows twisted and shifted around them, ghostly whispers filled the air, and something unseen scratched and pinched her skin. The night left her so shaken that she suffered a pounding headache for 2 weeks. The church, it turns out, was built atop the graves of children who tragically froze to death, a chilling fact that only deepened the mystery. Having visited the village her entire life, she soon discovered that many locals had their bone-chilling encounters, which, given the village's haunting history, wasn't all that surprising. While out hiking, a man snapped a few photos of the breathtaking scenery. But here's where things get eerie. When he took the pictures, he swore no one else was around. It wasn't until he reviewed them later that he noticed something chilling. A figure in the background, a lone hiker, wearing a large backpack, standing completely still behind a tree. Even stranger, there wasn't a trail anywhere near that spot. Some Reddit users quickly wrote it off as pareidolia, claiming it was just a burl in the tree. But others weren't so sure. After years of guiding ghost hunts, Reddit user FutureGhost81 had only ever captured one truly chilling photo. It happened at Fox Ridge Park in Henderson, Nevada, a hotspot for paranormal activity. According to FutureGhost81, he snapped the picture while someone was swinging and holding an EMF meter. But it's what showed up behind them that's bone-chilling. A dark figure looming in the background. Was it just motion blur? Or did he accidentally capture a ghost? During a guided jungle tour, a group of tourists suddenly stumbled upon a mysterious tribal group, and the scene was straight up chilling.
Yeah, okay. That's scary. Why has a scary look to him?
Even though it was probably a staged encounter for visitors, no one could predict how the tribe would actually react. It's definitely not something you'd expect on a casual hike, making it a heart-pounding, unforgettable experience. Would you ever be brave enough to witness something like this up close? While exploring a trail late at night, a user decided to snap a few photos because the area looked especially eerie. In one of the shots, they captured something bizarre, an unexplained shape lurking in the frame. It wasn't their finger. Their friend took photos immediately after, and the mysterious form still appeared. Flash wasn't the culprit either, since other pictures from that night turned out perfectly normal. In the live photos, the figure first glowed green, then shifted to white when the flash triggered vanishing and reappearing almost as if it had a mind of its own. They tried everything to recreate it, using hair, string, even smudging the lens with dirt, but nothing came close. Despite all their efforts, the strange figure remained a chilling, unsolved mystery. TikToker Carter Booth and his friend thought they were alone on their camping trip until they reviewed their footage. Hidden among the rocks, two mysterious figures were silently watching them. The eerie discovery left them deeply unsettled, shattering their sense of safety in the wild. In 2011, two campers were soaking in the beauty of Colorado's wilderness on what seemed like a perfect sunny day. But their peaceful trek took a terrifying turn when loud, unexplained banging sounds suddenly echoed around them. They froze, scanning the landscape for the source, but no matter where they looked, there was nothing. As if the mysterious noises weren't unsettling enough, just moments later, a massive earthquake rocked Colorado. It left everyone wondering, were those eerie sounds a chilling warning of what was about to come? A hunter in Pennsylvania set up a trail camera deep in the woods behind his van, hoping to catch footage of the local wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage later, he was horrified by what he saw. Instead of deer or raccoons, a lone figure dressed in a clown costume emerged from the darkness in the dead of night. Thankfully, the hunter wasn't harmed, but the chilling encounter nearly scared him out of his wits. TikToker Joe Fells, known for surprising his wife with adventurous trips, planned a remote camping getaway, but things took a terrifying turn.
Dodge Explorer.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that shit wasn't here last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night.
In the middle of the night, they discovered a rock placed next to their van, scrawled with the chilling message, "I will kill again." Shaken, they called the Forest Service, but got passed to the sheriff's office. Even the police seemed unsure how to handle it. While seeking help, they ran into a strange local who ominously hinted that nobody does anything out here without my approval, and he wasn't happy someone freelanced. Despite their fear, Felds and his wife returned to grab the rock, only to find another camper at their old spot. They warned him, and luckily, he was armed and unbothered. Before leaving, they thoroughly checked their van for hidden trackers, just in case they were being watched. What started as a simple trip turned into a real-life horror story. Sam recently shared jaw-dropping footage of a gorilla troop wandering into a human camp. With their heart pounding, a wildlife photographer managed to capture every intricate detail from the gorilla's curious expressions to their fascinating interactions. It's 1:40 in the morning and two friends are cruising down a deserted road. The darkness around them so thick the trees lining the sides are barely visible. Suddenly, something stirs in the shadows. Curious and a little uneasy, they pull over and aim their headlights into the woods.
I love cruising through here. Going through the canyon. Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, I see
Thought I
something
saw
black
some
over
shit.
there, homie.
Nah, are you kidding me? Nah, nigga. Should I check it out? Nah.
Fucking make a rock, homie. Let's just see
Wait,
what's
what
up.
the
I
fuck?
see something over there.
Thought I saw something too. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, can you see that shit too?
That's a witch, nigga. That's still be
Hey, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is that shit, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not trying to get possessed.
At first, there's nothing, just silence and empty trees. But then, a figure slowly steps out from the dry brush, cloaked in black, hunched over, and clutching what looks like a walking stick. It creeps forward. One of the friends nervously jokes it might be a witch. Whether it's a twisted prank or something far stranger, one thing's clear. There's no good reason anyone should be wandering out here, alone, in the dead of night. Two friends shove a massive boulder off a cliff, expecting it to plunge straight down. Meanwhile, their third friend waits below, camera in hand, ready to capture the moment. But things take a terrifying turn.
Come on, you pussies! Oh shit! Oh! Oh! Holy shit!
Instead of falling straight, the boulder veers straight toward him. He has no time to move. Somehow, against all odds, he survives, but it's pure, heart-stopping luck. In May 2014, Malcolm Fox was enjoying a camping trip in Somerset West, South Africa, when he decided to hop on his bike for a casual ride. But what was supposed to be a peaceful outing quickly turned into a nightmare. After taking a wrong turn, Fox suddenly found himself face to face with danger.
Okay. That's all I got on me. I promise. That's all I got on me, I promise you. I won't mess around, I swear.
Footage from his GoPro captured the chilling moment. A man approached him aggressively, demanding that he hand over everything he had, but the robbers weren't finished. One thief made off with his bike while another frisked him at knife point, searching for anything else of value. What the attackers didn't realize, however, was that the entire encounter was being recorded. They never noticed the small GoPro on Fox's helmet. Thanks to the clear video evidence, authorities were able to track down and arrest the suspects. And remarkably, all of Fox's belongings were returned to him. A man walks alone down a deserted path, the trees closing in around him. Suddenly, he freezes, or someone is standing in the distance. Without warning, a blood-curdling scream rips through the air. Some viewers claim the scream sounds fake, but that doesn't explain the chilling presence of the white figure lurking ahead. A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo taken during a camping trip in the forest, claiming to have captured the elusive Mothman. The eerie image shows a dark, shadowy figure silhouetted against a bright sky, sparking heated debates among users. Some argue it's just an optical illusion or a case of pareidolia, while others are convinced it could be the real deal, a rare sighting of the mythical creature. While camping in Turkey, a group of friends stumbled upon something chilling. From the top of a distant hill, an eerie figure emerged, casting a haunting silhouette against the landscape.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu... Allah Allah, sandık. Nerede? Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm. Boynuzlara bak. Tamam işte. Ahmet bu boynuzlu şeş yapar bu Ahmet. Boynuzlu şeş yapar bak. Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şeş yapar, bu çok güçlü. Çok güçlü Ahmet, sakın panik yapma bak. Başına büyük bir sıkıntı gelebilir, sakın panik yapma bak. Görüyor musun? Şu an bize bakıyor. Ve şimdi bu neydi öyle? Çıktı bu ortaya. Bu tılsımla çıktı ortaya. Ama çok güçlü Ahmet. Var mı başka yerde?
As the video captures the unsettling sight, viewers can't help but wonder, is this a demonic entity lurking in the shadows, or could it simply be an animal? The mystery continues to send shivers down the spine. Jake Chairs recently turned to the internet for help unraveling a mystery. During a family camping trip, a relative snapped a photo of Jake walking up a hill. But when they looked closer, they noticed something chilling. Right beside him were two transparent figures trailing closely behind. Jake insists no one else was around, and at the time, nothing felt out of the ordinary. So, what exactly did the camera capture? While a family was enjoying a stay at their cabin in California, their trail camera captured something chilling. As the homeowner rummaged through the trunk of his car, a ghostly figure emerged from the woods behind him. The figure, eerily human-like, crept closer, crouched low behind the car, and then vanished without a trace. Unaware of the haunting presence just feet away, the homeowner carried on as if nothing had happened. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that night that the true horror sank in and it left him shaken. A group of friends was enjoying a camping trip when they decided to take a swim in the ocean. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal, just another refreshing dip. But suddenly, panic broke out on the shore. His friends started frantically shouting for him to get out fast. They had spotted something he hadn't. Confused and scared, he swam harder, desperate to reach safety. That's when he saw it. A massive shark gliding through the water just feet away from him. Miraculously, he made it out unharmed, but it was a swim he would never forget. Lucky Beautiful Tafuntone83 recently shared a chilling experience from a haunted house tour at Plasteg in North Wales. While exploring the eerie estate with her cousin and father, she kept her phone at the ready, hoping to capture any supernatural activity. Suddenly, through her camera lens, she spotted a pale figure lurking behind a tree, causing her to freeze in terror. But when she looked up with her own eyes, the figure had vanished without a trace. She also noted that the road outside the mansion has a dark reputation, often linked to strange hauntings and a string of car accidents, fueled by the legend of the Grey Lady. Although Plasteg is now closed to the public, she admits she's still eager and a little nervous to return to the haunted grounds. A Reddit user, curious but skeptical, decided to camp overnight at the infamous Skinwalker Ranch, a hotspot for paranormal activity. Even during the day, they couldn't shake an eerie feeling that clung to the air. But as night fell, the tension thickened. Suddenly, they heard branches snapping just outside their tent. Grabbing their phone to use as a flashlight, they caught a glimpse of something unsettling lurking at the edge of the darkness. The chilling sounds and shadowy figure were enough to send them packing in a panic. Did they come face to face with something not of this world? While on a camping trip, Reddit user Devour Hearts shared a photo that left their family stunned. Their parents had been driving along gravel roads, frequently stopping to snap shots of anything that caught their eye. One photo revealed something chilling: a white silhouette of a woman standing near a barn. At first glance, it looked like an overexposed figure captured by accident, but according to the Redditor, no one was there when the photo was. Olive for Life recently took a solo trip to the infamous Hampstead House in Connecticut, and what they captured has left the internet buzzing. In the photo, a faint, eerie figure can be seen, sparking debate. Is it a genuine ghost sighting or just a clever camera trick? Given Hampstead House's long-standing reputation for ghost stories, the image feels all the more chilling. Some viewers are convinced it's real proof of the supernatural, while skeptics argue it's just an illusion. As for Olive, they believe they may have photographed the spirit of a young colonial girl still lingering within the historic home. While hiking on Vashon Island, this man stumbled upon something truly bizarre. A tree that had grown around an abandoned bicycle. Over the years, the tree slowly swallowed the bike, lifting it high off the ground as it expanded. Imagine how incredible it would have been to watch a time-lapse of nature's slow but unstoppable takeover. While hiking near an old cemetery in Indonesia, a man decided to set up a trail camera, hoping to catch some wildlife. But when he later reviewed the footage, he found something he couldn't explain. In the dead of night, a strange figure dressed in white emerged, gliding eerily through the darkness. Without warning, it paused, then shot straight up into the sky, disappearing in an instant. Some swear it was a ghost, while others dismiss it as an elaborate hoax. Yet to this day, no one has been able to explain what happened that night.
In 2016, a YouTuber was out hiking, casually testing his drone, when he stumbled upon something chilling in a nearby cornfield. At first, it seemed like just an ordinary scarecrow swaying in the wind. But as the drone zoomed in, the truth was far creepier. It wasn't a scarecrow at all. It was a clown. The unsettling figure quickly spotted the drone and bolted into the forest, disappearing where the camera couldn't follow. Was this just a bizarre prank? Or could it be tied to the eerie wave of clown sightings that gripped the world in fear that same year? While exploring a haunted waterfall, a man unknowingly captured something eerie on camera. As he pans across the cascading waters, a dark figure briefly appears only to vanish a moment later. When the camera shifts downward for a second glance, the shadowy shape is still there, but on the third pass, it's completely gone. Was this just an ordinary person lurking in the mist, or did he accidentally film something paranormal? The mystery remains. In early April 2024, TikTok user Scaredbugs set out on a bold adventure, exploring a notorious cave on a scorching hot day. The cave had a chilling reputation. Locals claimed eerie noises often echoed from its depths. Intrigued and eager to uncover the mystery, he ventured inside. As he stepped further in, an unsettling whistling sound filled the air, sending shivers down his spine.
Piccolate proprio. È strettissima. È molto bassa, molto piccola, e ci sono queste nicchie.
But despite the eerie atmosphere, he eventually emerged from the cave unnerved, yet completely unharmed. While heading back from a hike in the forest, a group of friends encountered something absolutely unreal.
Dude, fuck. Go up! Go! 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 Go!
Panic set in as they spotted a massive bear sitting inside their car. Somehow the curious animal had made its way inside, turning their vehicle into its personal lounge. Holding their breath, they carefully opened the door, and to their relief, the bear bolted back into the woods. No one was hurt, but it was a heart-stopping moment they'd never forget. After receiving chilling tips from a viewer, a team of investigators arrive at an abandoned farm with a dark past. The original family vanished without a trace, and ever since, locals have reported eerie whispers and shadowy figures moving through the decaying house. As they prepare to enter, they briefly film an upstairs window that many claim hides something unnatural. Once inside, they carefully set up their equipment.
Camera either in this corner or...
Dude, what was that?
A table jerks violently across the room. Panic sets in. Was something lurking in the shadows of the farm? Or was it all an elaborate hoax? The truth remains buried in mystery. While exploring Hankey Church Cemetery in Plum, Pennsylvania, late at night, a Reddit user unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. The eerie photograph appeared to show a half-bodied apparition. Some say it resembles a priest, while others believe it could be a war veteran. According to local legend, a priest was lynched for adultery on these very grounds before the church mysteriously burned to the ground. Adding to the cemetery's unsettling aura, numerous war veterans are buried here as well. Despite repeated efforts to debunk or recreate the image, the original poster remained convinced, insisting this is one of the most compelling ghostly encounters they have ever witnessed. Reddit user LegoLizard5139 captured a bone-chilling moment outside their home, deep in the woods. After hearing eerie, unfamiliar noises, they grabbed a camera and started recording. At first, everything seemed normal, just a quiet, empty darkness. But then, for a fleeting second, a pair of glowing eyes pierced through the night before vanishing without a trace. Was it just an animal reflecting the light, or something far more unsettling lurking in the shadows? In 2018, a group of friends visited Molten Falls in Washington, a popular spot known for its breathtaking views and its risky 60-foot bridge jump. Despite warning signs, thrill seekers often leaped for fun. That day, 16-year-old Jordan stood on the edge, hesitating. She wasn't ready, but before she could decide, her best friend Taylor suddenly shoved her.
3. No, I won't go in. 2.
Well, she's saying no.
No, I just...
Ready? Oh, that's so fucked.
Jordan's screams filled the air. The impact shattered 6 of her ribs, punctured a lung, and left her covered in several bruises. Taylor later claimed she never meant to hurt Jordan, but the consequences are real. When Jordan's family took legal action, Taylor pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment. Her punishment? Just 2 days in jail and community service. Though Jordan eventually healed, the emotional scars from that day would last much longer. While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind the hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? While trekking through the Brazilian wilderness, a group of hikers approached a river, only to freeze in shock at what lay before them.
Veja o tamanho dessa cobra. É a sucuri, a anaconda. Agora vai embora. É louco.
A massive anaconda, stretching an estimated 50 feet long, slithering through the water with an almost mythical presence. Stunned, they scrambled to capture the jaw-dropping moment on camera before retreating to the safety of the shore. Their journey continued, but the encounter left them on edge, their senses heightened, constantly scanning the jungle for any more surprises lurking in the wild. A fisherman in California recently captured a mysterious video that has sparked intense speculation. In the footage, a large black figure is seen near a river, moving with a distinctly human-like posture. After a brief moment, the creature sits down by the water and appears to drink from it. Some believe it could be a person in a Bigfoot costume, while others argue it might be an undiscovered cryptid. However, the fisherman remained skeptical that it was just another person. He hadn't seen a single soul all day. So what if this was the real Bigfoot? While staying at a secluded bungalow, Carrie decided to take her dog for a family stroll through the forest, a path she had walked countless times before. But this time, something felt different. A sudden chilling scream tore through the dense underground, unlike anything she had ever heard. Her dog's ears perked up, his body tensed, before he erupted into frantic barking, fixated on the unseen source of the sound. A shiver ran down Carrie's spine. The words were distant yet unmistakable, distorted as if carried by the wind. Panic tightened around her chest. After what felt like an eternity, her dog finally returned unharmed but visibly uneasy. Without hesitation, Carrie turned back, practically dragging him along. As she hurried away, the ghostly voice still echoed faintly behind her, sending one final shudder down her spine. Reddit user Terry Pilled snapped a photo at the campground near the suspension bridge, only to discover something chilling: a ghostly white figure lurking behind a bush. At first he brushed it off as part of the surrounding plant life, but a daylight comparison revealed an unsettling truth: nothing like it was there before. The discovery has sparked debate online. Could it be a simple trick of the light, motion blur, or even an animal? Or is it something far more sinister? An apparition, a paranormal presence, or an unknown entity? What do you think? A camper set up a trail cam in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. While exploring the infamous Crawford Road in Yorktown, Virginia, a place known for its eerie reputation, a woman and her friend decided to snap a few photos. Later, when she showed the images to her son, he noticed something chilling. If you look closely, a light-colored shirt appears just to the right of her friend, who is supposedly walking away alone. Confused, the woman recalled that her friend had deliberately ventured off by herself as a joke, confidently insisting nothing would happen. But as it turns out, she wasn't alone. This unsettling discovery leaves one haunting question: who or what was standing there? Reddit user Bonamassa72 had a chilling experience while exploring a graveyard late at night. As they roamed through the eerie silence, their camera captured something truly unsettling. A pale, ghostly figure standing motionless in the background. The apparition-like shape has sparked intense debate online. Some believe it could be the spirit of someone long departed, while skeptics argue it's just a gravestone, or perhaps another person lingering in the distance. But something about its eerie stillness and unmistakable form feels unnatural. What do you think? Could this be a real ghost, or is there a logical explanation for this haunting sight? Reddit user Underwater Whiskers stumbled upon a bizarre discovery at the end of a hike. An eerie collection of turtle shells scattered across one area. The sheer number of shells in a single spot immediately sparked debate. Was this the aftermath of a predator's feast, with discarded shells left behind? Or could poaching, environmental factors, or even human interference be to blame? While animal remains in the wild aren't unusual, the sheer volume of shells made this particularly unsettling. Was this just nature taking its course, or was there something far more sinister at play? Reddit user Lemonade Robot captured an eerie photo that sent shivers down viewers' spines. Drawn to the mist-covered graves, they snapped a picture, only to later notice something terrifying hidden in the fog. A ghostly screaming face. Even more unsettling, they recalled hearing faint, distant screams that very night. While some believe this could be chilling proof of the paranormal, skeptics argue it's just a case of paranoia. Our minds playing tricks on us. So is this the face of a restless spirit, or just an illusion of mist? What do you see? While driving past a notorious suicide bridge rumored to be haunted, a Reddit user captured something eerie in the distance. A shadowy figure standing near the bridge. Convinced they had caught a ghost on camera, they shared the chilling image online, sparking a heated debate among paranormal enthusiasts. Some believe it could be the lingering spirit of someone tied to the bridge's tragic history. However, skeptics were quick to dismiss the claim, arguing it was nothing more than a smudge on the windshield or a trick of the headlights. With the bridge's unsettling past looming over the discussion, one question remains. Was this truly a ghost, or just a case of mistaken perception? Reddit user YouGoGirl85 shared a chilling photo taken by a friend on their way home, completely unaware at the time that something eerie lurked in the bottom right corner. When the image hit the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, it immediately ignited debate. Many pointed out a shadowy human-like figure, with some even claiming it appeared to be holding a ball or helmet. Others insisted it looked like a child peering from the bushes, but not everyone was convinced. Skeptics dismissed it as a simple trick of the light, perhaps a windshield smudge or a reflection playing with perception. So what really was captured that night? A mere coincidence, or something far more unsettling? On June 13th, 2018, Wilson was camping deep in the forest when he witnessed something truly chilling, a creature known as the Dog Man.
Yeah, there we go. Thought so. Might be that red one with the black face. Oh, looks like him.
What made this encounter even more unnerving was that the creature was visible in broad daylight, making it nearly impossible to vanish into the trees unnoticed. Shaken to his core, Wilson vowed never to set foot in that campsite again. If you ever find yourself in the Appalachian Mountains, remember this rule: never focus on one spot for too long, because if you do, you might see something you weren't meant to. The person who filmed this video learned that the hard way.
The thing right there is creeping me out. I lived here for going on 7 years and walked 100 miles through these woods. Never seen that shape before right there.
At first, it looked like just another stump or a broken tree. The videographer had walked that path countless times and he knew better. Fortunately, nothing happened to him, but what he captured on camera, deeply unsettling. Kevin the Custodian, a fearless ghost hunter, ventured deep into North Carolina's infamous Devil's Tramping Grounds, a mysterious clearing where nothing ever grows. As he filmed his introduction, An eerie figure flickered in the background. Barely visible, but undeniably there. Legends claim the devil himself paces this barren circle each night. Could Kevin have just caught a glimpse of the dark entity that haunts this cursed land? Imagine driving home and you heard a strange loud noise. What would be your reaction? Now a group of friends were driving home after a fun day in the woods, when strange noises began to echo around them. At first it sounded like the typical rustling and chirping of the forest, but the sounds quickly grew louder, darker, and far more chilling. A man was hiking through the forest when he stumbled upon a jar hidden in the grass. It was bound with white rope and sealed tightly with wax. Curious, he pried it open, only to recoil in horror.
It's a shrunken head. It is, it's a shrunken head.
Is it? Oh my word.
It is a shrunken head.
Oh my word.
Inside, suspended in murky liquid, was a tiny human head. The features were eerily lifelike, shrunken yet unmistakably those of a grown man. The jar itself was small enough to fit in the palm of his hand. Was this some kind of ritual artifact, a voodoo relic, or just a cruel and twisted prank? Whatever the answer, one thing was certain: it was deeply unsettling. When hiking the Goldenrod Trail Loop at the University of North Florida, Reddit user Phoenix Fire decided to test out their new Polaroid camera. One of their shots captured a dead-end sign marking a trail leading to the highway, but when they developed the photo, something chilling appeared, a shadowy figure standing beside the sign, something they hadn't seen in person. Was this an eerie, paranormal presence caught on film, or just a trick of the light playing mind games? While exploring a dense forest at night, a man couldn't shake the eerie feeling that he wasn't alone. The air felt heavy, charged with something unseen. But it wasn't until he reviewed his footage later that the true horror set in.
A full-bodied apparition running away from me. Any spirits in these woods? Spirits in these woods. Any spirits in these woods?
A strange wisp of smoke darted past the camera too fast, too defined to be just mist. Slowing it down, his blood ran cold. It wasn't smoke at all. It was a pale, ghostly figure, moving at impossible speed, as if it were riding a bike. Could this be the spirit of a long-lost cyclist, still racing through the night? While driving home late at night on a deserted road, this person unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. At first they spotted a faint figure in white, standing on the right side of the road. But was it real, or just a trick of the mind? It wasn't until they reviewed the footage later that the true horror set in. At the 23-second mark, a pale figure is visible, lingering in the darkness. Who or what was standing there, in the middle of nowhere, at such an ungodly hour? In January 2024, Hannah Wood embarked on a late-night walk through a historic cemetery in St. Augustine, Florida. As she explored the eerie grounds, an unusual fog rolled in thick, dense, and strangely concentrated in one specific area. Intrigued, she snapped a photo, but when she looked closer, her curiosity turned to shock. Within the mist, a ghostly figure of a woman seemed to emerge. Chilled to the bone, Hannah wasted no time leaving the cemetery. She later shared the photo online, hoping someone could offer a rational explanation. but what she captured remains a mystery. While exploring the rugged landscapes of West Wales, a couple stumbled upon a narrow crack in a mountain. Curiosity got the better of them. As they squeezed through, they discovered a hidden cave system. The walls were covered in eerie carvings.
That's a bench up. I reckon I don't know why I had one there or something.
The carving depicted unsettling figures, cyclops-like beings, headless creatures, and monstrous fiends. A chilling realization settled over them. Maybe this cave was never meant to be found. Could it be cursed? Luckily, they never experienced any strange occurrences afterward. But the question remains, was this an ancient relic of history, or something far more sinister, best left undisturbed? While camping deep in the forest, this person stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Some say it's a rare natural rock formation, an absolute marvel for any geologist. Others whisper that it could be the petrified remains of a creature frozen in time. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: it's mesmerizing, mysterious, and leaves us with more questions than answers. As Jason wrapped up his hike through the mountain trails, a chilling voice whispered, "Hey." His instincts kicked in. Maybe someone was lost or in trouble. Following the sound, he ventured deeper into the woods. But instead of finding a person, he stumbled upon something bizarre.
Mountains, hiking a trail. Rain came in, and I'm on my way back to the parking lot to get to my car. And as I'm walking by, I could have swore I heard something say, "Hey." Figured I better document this.
An old, crumbling chimney standing alone, with no house or ruins in sight. Then it happened again.
I heard it again.
Oh, shit! The voice was closer now. A wave of dread washed over him. This wasn't someone calling for help. This was something else. Without a second thought, Jason turned and bolted, refusing to look back. Imagine you were just driving to where you want to camp and you saw a ghost. Would you turn back? This man was driving down an old abandoned road on his way to his camping site when suddenly he spotted something terrifying. A figure in a white dress was crossing the road ahead. As the man steps out of his car to investigate, he's greeted by nothing but an oppressive shroud of darkness. Was it a person he saw, or something far more sinister? And if it was a person, what could compel someone to wander alone so late at night in the heart of a desolate forest? On February 4th, 2013, a chilling video surfaced on YouTube, posted by Maid Addison. She and her friends had been exploring the Umatilla Indian Reservation in eastern Oregon when they captured something truly unsettling on camera.
These guys are braver than me.
Although they were familiar with the area, the eerie sounds echoing through the night left them baffled. Some speculated it could be foxes or coyotes, but local legends tell of far stranger things lurking in the darkness. Whatever the source, one thing is certain: Hearing that sound in the middle of the woods is the stuff of nightmares. Perched high in a tree, a hunter films a curious black bear approaching from below. At first, it seems harmless, just an inquisitive animal checking things out. But then, suddenly this happens fast.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get!
But the bear doesn't back down. Instead, it starts climbing, fast. With terrifying speed, the bear scales the tree, getting dangerously close. The hunter's frantic yelling continues, but the bear seems unfazed. Just as it looks like a face-to-face encounter is inevitable, the bear suddenly loses interest, pausing before climbing back down. Black bears are usually shy and prefer to avoid humans, but they can be unpredictable, especially when curiosity takes over. Luckily, this hunter made it out unscathed. While camping nearby, a group of men decided to explore what was supposed to be an abandoned house. At first, everything seemed normal as they wandered through the eerie structure, but curiosity got the best of them, and they crawled underneath the house to take a closer look. That's when things took a terrifying turn.
You want to take the camera with you?
Yeah. This is an old tree right here. That's for sure.
Yeah. Kyle spoon.
Oh, that's cool.
As one of them examined an old 1958 Coke bottle, a sudden heavy thud echoed from above. Loud, deliberate footsteps moving inside the house.
I'm trying to get out.
Panic set in. The men scrambled out from under the house as fast as they could, their hearts pounding. Determined to find what or who had made the noise, they cautiously stepped back inside. But no matter how much they searched, there was no sign of anyone, and no logical explanation for what they had just heard. On December 29, 2014, a dashcam captured a heart-stopping moment on a highway in central Victoria. As the driver headed home from a camping trip, nature had other plans. Out of nowhere, massive trees came crashing down onto the road, barely missing both the recording car and the one ahead. This chilling footage is a stark reminder of just how dangerous it can be to travel through the bush during powerful winds. In this video, a Russian man stands in a snow-covered forest, speaking to the camera. Everything seems normal, until something eerie happens. In the background, an unusual figure emerges, silently moving to the left. Strangely, the man remains completely unaware. Two campers were exploring a remote area in Oklahoma when they stumbled upon an old abandoned house, one that had been empty for years and whispered about in local ghost stories. As they cautiously approached, their flashlight beam swept across a window, and that's when they saw it, a motionless figure.
Holy fuck. Go.
Since the eerie footage was posted online, no further details have emerged, leaving the mystery and the terror unresolved. While hiking deep in the remote woods far off the grid, a man stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
I pulled the lid off of it, and look at this. What in the world? Why would anybody... That's a pine marten. It's all been skinned and stretched.
Following an old hidden trail, he came across a strange sight, a weathered milk can hanging from a tree. At first he assumed it was a simple marten box, but curiosity got the best of him. As he pried the lid off, the truth was far more chilling. Inside the can, tightly packed, were the remains of multiple animals, a pine marten and several coyotes, all skinned and stretched. The grisly find left him with more questions than answers. Who put them there, and why? To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. A trail camera set up to capture wildlife ended up recording something truly eerie. The footage shows 3 deer grazing peacefully until something stirs behind the trees. One of the deer seemed to notice it, its head snapping toward the movement. But what makes this even more unsettling is the figure itself. Some believe it could be a person or a cryptid, while others, including me, suspect something far more supernatural. Its almost transparent appearance sends chills down your spine. Unfortunately, the footage is too grainy to reveal the truth, leaving the mystery unsolved. This eerie tale comes from a Reddit user who shared a chilling family mystery passed down by their grandmother. Back in the 1980s or 90s, while returning from a shopping trip with her brother, the grandmother spotted a mysterious woman in a white dress standing by the roadside. Strangely, her brother who was driving saw nothing, even though they were moving at a fast pace. Fast forward to 2009 and the mystery deepened. While flipping through old family photos, the user stumbled upon a peculiar image. Their cousin standing in a garden, with the same woman in white lurking in the background. Yet the user's father, who took the photo, swore there was no one else there at the time. Given that the family cottage is surrounded by a dense forest and open fields, the presence of the spectral figure remains an unsettling enigma. While staying at an Airbnb, one night took a chilling turn when they spotted something unusual lurking in the backyard. Grabbing a camera, they captured a dark figure with glowing eyes, an image that has since fueled intense debate online. Some believe it's nothing more than a hoax or a cleverly staged stunt, while others are convinced it could be something far more sinister. Sure, the glowing eyes might belong to an animal, but the figure's unmistakably human shape adds an unsettling layer to the mystery. What do you think? A trick of the light or a true paranormal encounter? In this eerie footage from California, 2 friends are cruising down a secluded forest trail when they spot 4 deer darting through the trees. But then what was that?
I saw 4 deer. Whoa! What was that? What's that? What the world?
Up ahead, a massive humanoid figure emerges from the shadows. Intrigued yet uneasy, the driver presses the gas, hoping for a clearer look. As they close in, the creature becomes fully visible, and it's nothing like they expected. Before they can process what they're seeing, the figure unleashes a chilling, guttural roar, a clear warning to stay away.
Oh. I am not going in there. Whoa, let's go.
Taking no chances, the driver slams the car into reverse and speeds off, bringing the video to an abrupt end. But here's the weird part if you look closely. It almost seems like there's a zipper running down its back. Could this just be someone in a costume? Or did they stumble upon something far more mysterious? Josh and Sasha, along with their friends Steve, Toby, and Danny, set out on a hike with one goal: finding a hollow tree big enough to crawl through. After some searching, they finally stumbled upon one. The challenge? Squeezing through its narrow opening. The plan was simple: enter from the bottom and exit through the top. But there was one problem. The edges were jagged, almost barbed, making it a one-way trip.
Oh my god. Like, there's room for another shoulder here, but you've got to contort.
No, I can't even turn my head.
Oh, that was scary.
If you squirm, yeah, just keep pushing your feet. Do you know what Josh was doing again?
One by one, they attempted to push through the cramped tunnel of twisting wood. Then disaster. Someone got stuck.
Like, just try and get that cheek up. Yeah, that's it.
Josh.
Let us know if it's too painful.
Panic arose, but with teamwork and sheer determination, they all somehow managed to squeeze their way through.
Freedom! That was like 10 minutes.
What started as a simple adventure had turned into a tense, heart-pounding challenge, but in the end, they made it. Reddit user SaltyAd7827 shared a series of photos from a recent camping trip, but one image sent chills down their spine. While reviewing the pictures, they spotted a ghostly face peering out from behind a rock, something they hadn't noticed at the time. To make things even creepier, they included another photo taken just seconds apart. Where the eerie figure was nowhere to be seen. This trail camera was placed deep in a remote forest to capture glimpses of wildlife. While it did record a majestic deer, it also caught something far more chilling. A shadowy figure that appears out of nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. The most unsettling part? The deer's reaction. Its sudden shift in behavior suggests that whatever was there wasn't just a trick of the camera. It was real. While hiking down a quiet trail, two friends stumbled upon something extraordinary.
Down the trail, me, Gavin, and Greg. So what's up, Gavin?
Hey, how you doing?
Here's Greg. What's up, Greg? He's the quiet type. We can't get him to talk. Ah, we know you, Greg. We know you. We know you.
A tree with a hauntingly lifelike grin carved into its bark. But even he couldn't look away from the eerie face staring back at them from the tree. It was almost too perfect, as if someone was trapped inside trying to break free. Was this a bizarre act of nature, or had someone deliberately carved the unsettling expression into the wood? A guy was camping in the woods when he noticed something moving nearby. He grabbed his camera and flashlight and recorded this giant creature walking by. That was where the footage stopped, which left many people questioning what happened next. While hunting in the dense forest of the Pacific Northwest, a man suddenly heard eerie, unsettling sounds that sent a chill down his spine. Grabbing his camera, he began recording, hoping to capture whatever was making the noise. Then, through the thick trees, he caught sight of something strange. A tall figure, its body cloaked in a mass of thick hair, blending almost perfectly with the forest. As it moved, it let out disturbing sounds that heightened the tension, before vanishing into the shadows of the woods. Could this been the elusive Bigfoot, finally revealed? A Reddit user, WhenAwakened420, recently shared a series of unsettling images captured outside his remote cabin in the woods. The chilling photos reveal a shadowy black figure lurking near his home, a presence that has filled him with dread. He claims this eerie entity has been lingering outside for some time now, leaving him on edge and questioning what might be watching him from the darkness. In 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to add some thrills to their night with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. Everything was going as planned until they paused for a group photo. Their tour guide snapped the picture and they carried on, unaware of the eerie surprise waiting for them. Later that night, as they scrolled through the pictures, one friend's sister froze. There in the background was a shadowy figure wearing a hat, walking right past them. The problem? No one had seen a single soul there at the time. A wave of fear crashed over her, and she demanded they leave immediately. Back home, she showed the unsettling image to the group. The realization sank in. Either they had missed a real person in the darkness, or they had captured something unexplainable. From that night forward, they vowed never to go on a ghost tour again. Coincidence, or proof of something beyond our understanding? A Reddit user recently ventured into an abandoned town at night, expecting silence. What they encountered was downright chilling.
¿Eres una niña? Oye, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oye. Oigan. Hola. Oye. Oye.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Hola, Choy.
Uy, güey, me
está hablando, güey.
Está hablando, güey. No mames.
Out of the darkness, faint voices and eerie children's laughter echoed through the empty streets. But how? The town was completely deserted. Were these the lingering spirits of former residents trapped between worlds? Or was it just a trick of the night, an illusion playing with their senses? Some believe it was nothing more than a natural sound carried by the wind. But in a place so desolate, dismissing the supernatural isn't so easy. Flying down a rugged forest trail, a mountain biker was tearing through the terrain when boom.
Fuck off. Oh my.
Out of nowhere, a deer leaped into his path. The impact was brutal, sending the rider soaring over a bush and crashing hard, leaving him battered and his bike wrecked. Miraculously, despite the violent collision, both the biker and the deer lived to tell the tale. Two backpackers were climbing a rock when one of them slipped at a crucial moment.
Oh, my nuts!
He lost his footing and ended up dangling upside down. But luckily, his climbing gear held strong, saving him from disaster. He walked away unscathed, just with a wild story to tell. A Reddit user in rural Florida was reviewing footage from their motion-activated backyard camera, normally used to capture local wildlife, when they stumbled upon something chilling. In the first image, bathed in the glow of a nearby carport light, the user is seen walking to their car, but they weren't alone. Beside them stood a tall, unidentifiable figure. The eerie part, the Redditor swears they were completely alone at the time. Just seconds later, the camera snapped another picture, but the figure had vanished, along with a strange glowing light hovering above its head. Even more unsettling, the user insists that no such light source exists in their yard. To this day, they have no explanation for what the camera captured, and they likely never will. While strolling through the woods, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then he spotted it, a shadowy figure lurking nearby.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now?
At first glance, the man seemed ordinary, just another person in the wilderness. There was no one else around, and the way he watched Mike unblinking deliberately sent a chill down his spine.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself. Ain't nothing. Look at that.
Alone in the forest, the unsettling encounter left him with a single haunting question. Who was that man, and what did he want? While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind a hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? A camper set up a trail camera in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no visible legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. A Reddit user, Olive for Life, recently took a solo trip to the eerie Hampstead house in Connecticut and captured a chilling image. The photo appears to show a faint figure lurking in the background. Whether it's a genuine ghost or just a camera trick remains up for debate. Given Hampstead House's long history of ghostly tales, the image has sparked intrigue among believers and skeptics alike. Some are convinced this is real proof of the supernatural, while others argue it's just an illusion. As for the Reddit user, they believe it could be the lingering spirit of a young colonial girl. Did you dare to watch it? If you did so and enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.